right, welcome to Power Talk here on the show today. Today we're going to be talking about the role a bank plays in your life. So beyond just the traditional banking, in what ways can a bank and in what ways does Standard Chartered Bank specifically empower you with financial advice and give you the right investment options that are tailored to you? That is the conversation we're having now about growing and protecting your wealth here on Power Talk today. And we're pleased to be having this conversation with Edith Chumba, who's the head of wealth and retail banking at Standard Chartered Bank Kenya and East Africa, and Ouma, who's the head of wealth products at Standard Chartered Bank. Thank you both for being here on Power Talk with us. Edith, perhaps to begin with you, Standard Chartered's call of saying now is your time for wealth. This sounds really good. So tell us, Edith, what it means.
Thanks, Yvonne, for having us here. I think this is an important topic, and this is the right time for us to discuss and engage on this topic. And the reason I say that, the world is facing a lot of uncertainties. We are seeing multiple crises happening, whether it's conflicts, food crisis, health crisis, and all these are emanating from the trends that we've seen, and we talk about climate change, we talk about geopolitical issues, we talk about demographic shifts, we talk about technology. All these things have changed our operations. And as a result, there's an impact in the economic environment. What we believe as Standard Chartered Bank is that we can help clients to navigate the environment. It's not all doom and gloom. Our responsibility is to try and connect clients to the right opportunities as they make investment decisions. How do they navigate the risks that they find in the environment? Hence, this campaign.
All right. Edith, it's interesting that you talk about all of those uncertainties that exist, but yet you still believe that now is the time for wealth?
Correct. And the reason I say that, as a bank, we have unique capabilities that we bring on board. We've been in existence for over 100 years. In the markets, we have representation. We are present in 53 markets globally, across Asia, Africa, Middle East, Europe, and Americas. And over the years, we've invested heavily in wealth solutions and technology. And these two factors have helped us to help clients navigate, look for diversification opportunities across borders, and also from an investment perspective.
I see. Orero, so then what is the unique approach that Standard Chartered employs in terms of advising particularly affluent clients when it comes to the investments? What's unique about Standard Chartered's approach?
Now, thanks, Yvonne. Now, looking at our experience over 170 years in some of the markets that we've been in, we've been able to develop a framework that we use with our affluent clients that be able to help them walk the journey. And we call it AC Wealth Select, which is more or less looking at every individual has got a unique need through the journey of life. You got your needs for today, you got your needs for tomorrow, and you got your needs for forever. Being able to look at beyond yourself. And on this framework, we say when your need is for today, you're looking at the income for today to meet your day-to-day needs. What are those solutions that you can be able to partake that helps you meet your daily needs? It can be income where you get from investing in, say, Government of Kenya bonds that give you regular income. If that's your need, then you'll be able to look at your objectives and help you develop a plan for that. And also, who need investment in foreign currency. We got a number of products that we've partnered with global fund managers like Allianz and BlackRock that will be able to give you funds that give you regular dividend that helps you meet that need. And all of us do have dreams, and the tomorrow looks at that. You got your dream to take your children to school in in 10, 15 years' time. And all of us will retire at a certain stage. We need to retire with dignity. What kind of products and solutions that helps you meet those dreams? Is it investing in longer dated government bonds that you will be able to draw income over a given period of time? Is it investing in a little bit of growth funds that we get from the global partners that we work with that helps you meet that need? And when all said and done, we want that when we transition, the wealth that we worked so hard to build, we should be able to pass it on to a next generation. How do you do it in a organized manner that it reaches the next generation? So our ACB Wealth Select framework that looks at your today needs, your tomorrow, and forever helps guide our clients through that process, because we do take time to listen to you as a client, to understand your objectives, and with our team, be able to support you, put up a financial plan to meet those needs.
Yeah, and let's talk about that team, which is sort of the interface, right?
Yeah.
Where the client now gets access to these, and that's the relationship manager. Edith, let's talk about the role they play in this puzzle of trying to figure out what those specific needs Ouma is talking about. So how important is a relationship manager in this journey, and what makes that different at Standard Chartered?
Yeah, so relationship manager is the primary channel for our clients. If you think about it, they are the ones who face clients every day. They're expected to have the right knowledge and competencies to be able to converse with clients and help them in their decision-making process. So as a bank, we are keen to attract talent, and once we bring them in, we invest heavily in them. Today, all our frontline relationship managers are certified as Chartered Institute Securities Investments, which is a certification offered in the UK, and the bank pays for it. We also give our teams opportunity to go cross-border in other markets that are developed, that are advanced, for short-term assignments, to learn, to be exposed in terms of how clients are engaged and the lifestyles of those clients, so that they bring that learning back at home. I think they are backed with advisors, investment advisors, who are now specialists. And these advisors are also supported by our global fund managers, who periodically give us market insights that are well researched. So all these tools are supposed to help the relationship managers to be able to converse with clients and help them in the decision-making.
All right,
process.
So it's a gateway to an ecosystem.
Correct.
So it's not just one person that you're dealing with, but it's
an
a whole
ecosystem.
Team and an ecosystem.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. That's interesting. So let's talk about the uncertainties. I think that Edith had mentioned in the beginning. There's market fluctuations and a lot of uncertainties. How do you guide your clients to protect their wealth against those fluctuations, so you're not waking up looking at the markets and thinking what just happened to my wealth?
Yeah, thanks, Yvonne. Market fluctuations can be unsettling for clients.
Yeah.
And when it comes to investment, it becomes a little bit emotional. And part of our framework is to support the clients through the journey. Obviously, the client has got a relationship manager that is backed by advisory team and a treasury specialist. But also what's really unique about us is our investment research that we do have. We have got a chief investment office that distills all the information that we get. What does this mean for you as a client? But remember, as we started, that it starts with your objective. If you stick to your objective, whatever the market throws at you, you'll be able to see what does this mean for my portfolio? And as part of the framework, when we advise the client, you stay disciplined. Do you understand your ultimate goal?
Yeah.
the information that comes in, what does it mean for my portfolio? One of the things that we also do for our clients is that you diversify your investment. You don't stay in one thing. It's not just buying a bond or buying a fund. You got mutual funds that will be able to meet different needs in your portfolio. But one other thing that we do tell clients, you stay invested over a long period. The fluctuations will come and go, but you stay invested over a long period of time, you will be able to ride them through. Right. But what also important for clients is that you need to protect your investment. So we are partnered with global insurance players that have done this for quite a bit of time, that it's not just about making the investment, but the protection and insurance that you wrap around it, that should be able to give you that cover, that whatever happened in the market, you should be able to ride the market and take opportunities when they're available.
Yeah, and protecting it is obviously so that you can hopefully pass it on to the next generation, right? A generational wealth is a big conversation, Edith. So transferring that wealth, you've grown it, you stayed true to the cause, you've ridden through the waves. How do you then transfer that to your future descendants? And what's the sort of help that you give, and what would be your advice towards that?
Yvonne, you cannot talk about wealth creation without talking about legacy planning. And we've seen this mess happen, affecting families when their loved ones pass on and they didn't plan in good time. So as a bank, of course, that is not our core business. The legacy planning is not our core business. So we've partnered with relevant firms, whether it's from a legal perspective, tax or accounting, to help with the advisory. What we do when we hold our engagement sessions through webinars or client events, we bring in these advisors to speak to our clients. What we would encourage clients, both existing and potential, as you start the journey of investment, please take the legacy planning seriously. It is very important. That's what I would say. Yeah,
and it's going about providing that. It's not something you have to do. You're a bank, right?
Yeah, correct.
But you still provide these services.
Correct.
Okay, because that's important. All right, so this is all great. So what does one do to get here? You said now is our time for wealth. So how do we join?
Yes.
And how do we start that journey of making our wealth, of protecting it, of passing it on?
So you can write to us at wealth.kenya@ac.com. Our team will get in touch with you, or any of our branches, and we'll start the conversation. That's the most important step, is writing to us. We will have our relationship managers have a conversation with you, take you through the journey, and listen to you, and based on your objectives, design a financial plan that meets your needs and goals.
All right. Edith, final thoughts?
No, I think for me, we all desire to grow wealth. We all desire to live a decent life when we retire. My rallying call to Kenyans is, let's start the conversation today. We've built a very nice framework, a continuum, where we help emerging affluent clients, affluent international banking and private banking. So we are able to walk that journey with clients.
Yeah.
Thank you.
From start to finish, and then to transferring that to the next generation, and on and on. Thank you for speaking with us about this very important conversation, and to talk about how you are steering customers in that direction. That's Power Talk. Today, speaking to Edith Chumba, who's the head of Wealth and Retail Banking, and Ouma, who's the head of Wealth Products, both from Standard Chartered Bank Kenya and East Africa. Thank you for being with us here.
Thanks for having us.
That's Power Talk this week.
Thank you.